Hello, 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 and welcome to... Oh, hold on. What's that? What is that? Still in box, Japanese D2D amiibo? He says the Daily Drop is over! Holy shit! Listen, I know that I still have another day. I get that. But tomorrow, the only thing that's going to be coming out is a little announcement of something fun I'm doing on my stream. And this is day 30. I got through it. I managed to get through it. And man, I have learned a lot. And that's what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about what I've learned while I have been doing the CarnyPop DailyDrop. So, before I get into any of that, let's just go over why I did this. There's a billion reasons why you can do a YouTube challenge. You can do it because you want to get better at making videos quickly. You can do it because your regular work ethic is something that requires you to work so hard on something for a really long time and then push it out. And YouTube doesn't incentivize that. So if you're doing YouTube, you don't want to do that. But the reason that I decided to do this is that I wanted to get good quickly. I wanted to have a bunch of videos so that I could make a bunch of videos and start really getting in the rhythm of this, because I'm trying to get good at this and go forward with making stuff on YouTube and making video content in general. And the stuff you see at the beginning of the channel, the Akuma video is the first video I've ever made. Ever. And from there to where I am now, I do feel like I've learned quite a bit. But before this challenge was going on, I was learning things slowly, because I was only making one video a week. So yeah, I could take everything I learn and bring it to the next video, but that would be a whole week's process. And so I, at that point, and still right now, I still have so much to learn about video making, about making the timing better, about the editing, what works better writing in this format, just so many things. And I decided that I needed to make a lot of them, because the fastest way to iterate is to make things quickly. I wanted to create an evolution, and you know, it's a lot easier for flies to evolve than people, let's say. So it's a lot easier to evolve if I have, 30 videos in a month, as opposed to 30 videos in the better part of a year, which is what it would be if I stayed completely weekly. So, that was the point of the CarnyPop DailyDrop, was I wanted to get good quickly. And as far as my standards go, I think that I have reached a level of competence that I was hoping I would be able to get out of this month. I don't think I'm great yet, but I think that that comes with time and doing more of it. I feel like some other people who do monthly challenges, or just in general who make stuff, they're a lot better, but they've also probably been doing it a little longer than I have. So that's pretty good. And I like that. I like where I'm at. Specifically where I felt like I got to where I would like to be. At least for right now, where I want my new baseline to be, where I want my level of skill to be at, was when I made the Stories as Languages video. Which, if you're watching this and you haven't watched the Stories as Languages video, please go do that. It is one of the works I am most proud of during this month, and I would really like everyone to see it. When I made that video, it was one of the first times that I really didn't feel like I needed to learn that much new to create the video. It felt like everything that was in my head I could just put into Premiere, and that was a new milestone for me, because I haven't been doing this very long, and I just got to that point where I started to have that level of competency with the program, and that felt really good. Now, here's a bit of the side effect. I was moving along the whole month. When I started this, I had all the Lovecraft Sundays recorded, as you can probably tell, because I got a haircut pretty early in the month, and I didn't look like that anymore. So I had 5 videos right from the start. And from there, I mostly worked ahead of myself for the whole month. I had videos ready. I was up to 4 days ahead at one point. And I was always making videos ahead of myself, mixing around my schedule so that I could spend a little more time on harder videos, etc., etc., etc. And then a bunch of stuff happened in the second to last week. What the fuck day was it? I don't even know. Bunch of stuff happened and all of my days went away. All my days ahead went away. There was good reason they went away. And suddenly I was making videos the day of. And that's not too hard. I can do that. It's hard to not have that cushion, but I can do that. That's part of the point, is to be able to do it under pressure and under stress too. But when you couple that with the fact that I only hit that point after I had made the Stories as Languages video, that means that my motivation was running out. Some people do a month challenge to prove something to themselves. Some people, it's about getting their channel off the ground. There's all sorts of reasons, like I was saying before. But like I've already described here, by the time I got to that video, I feel like the reason I had done the challenge was met. I made something that I was so proud of, and I had created a bunch of content along the way, and it felt really good. And suddenly I had this this video that at least I really like. Hope you all do too. But when I got to that point and I realized there was more, I felt like, what is this bullshit? Why does this bullshit go on for longer? And yeah, I could have stopped right there. I absolutely could have. But I decided not to. I decided that wasn't how this was going down. I decided that I was going to finish the month. And that ended up being a little difficult. And I feel like, it's okay to say it was difficult. Because I'm here, I got here. But getting past the post like that and then having this little stretch of time where I was just making stuff, especially because I hope everyone is looking forward to after this month is over, because daily content isn't going to be a thing anymore. But I can tell you that I have some ideas for videos that I've had all month, and I couldn't make them. I couldn't make them because they would take too long to make. And by take too long to make, I mean they would take me like 2 or 3 days to make. And, excuse me, not even being able to take that amount of time on a video means that all my ideas needed to be molded into something that would fit the idea of making a video every day. So I tended towards shorter videos, or videos with lower effort, vlog style stuff when I needed to, etc., etc. But the other part of it is that I didn't want to shackle some of these ideas to that format. So they're still coming, which means I needed to come up with ideas when I had ideas that I was excited about. And that's not why people get into doing this. One of the great freedoms about doing video content like this is that I get to make what is interesting to me right now. I get to make what is interesting to me and what drives me to create. And the combination of needing to come up with extra ideas that weren't the ideas I wish I could work on, as well as create videos past the point where I felt like I was done, meant that the last leg of this journey was pretty tough. Another thing that is an added piece that I feel like deserves to be talked about is that I'm on camera right now. I'm talking to you into the camera. And I'm learning how to be on camera because I didn't do this before. It's not something that I'm used to. It's much easier for me to be behind a script. Yeah, behind a script. It's much easier for me to just have stuff on the screen and me be talking over it. It's much easier for me to get a good take when I don't have to look into the camera. Because you might have noticed, I look everywhere. And I look at myself on that screen over there. It's right over there. My computer, by the way. So, an added thing about being on camera is that I'm non-binary and I get dysphoria when I haven't shaved. I feel it real bad. And so it sometimes becomes a question of, will I be able to get on camera today? Can I push through that to get on camera? Or even though I'm tired and I've done X, Y, and Z or whatever it is, do I need to go shave before I let myself be on camera? And I feel like that's a struggle people face even if you don't specifically have dysphoria. A lot of people that create video content are people who aren't necessarily used to making sure they're presentable all the time. And so it's an interesting thing where even though this is in my house, I still need to look how I want on video. And I feel like that's something that a lot of other people face too. I can't even use the I mean, I could. It's open to me just like anyone, but I can't even really use the shortcut of sunglasses to get rid of the fucking glare that my lighting makes. I gotta figure out another thing about that. But I don't want to be talking to y'all with sunglasses on. That's not me. That's not who I want you to know me as. That's not how this works. So instead, you can see the fact that my eyes roam around the fucking screen, and you can see that I have glare on my glasses. So realizing all of that has been really interesting too, about how much goes into just a video like this and about all of the little pitfalls and little things to work around, because I'm doing this really early on in creating YouTube stuff. Because I've been creating for a while. I was an author of fiction and everything, but looking into YouTube and looking into doing content this way, everything's a lot less all or nothing. And you can create a lot of things in a month and have people see them. And it's a great feeling, and I'm going to be pushing and pursuing it again. I'm really bad at celebrating. I always have been. Even when I self-published my book, my collection of short stories, I didn't let myself feel as good about it as I really wanted to. And I'm trying to not let that happen with this one, because you know what? I fucking did it. I made content every goddamn day this month. I uploaded a video every goddamn day. That's including tomorrow. It'll be a brief announcement video about the thing that's going on my stream, but fuck it. It counts. So I am super fucking happy about where this goes from here, and I am super excited about what I'm going to get to make. And I'm super excited for all of you to come along with me. I made this thinking that this could be my full retrospective on this, but there's a chance that I'm going to need to do a real post-mortem on this a little bit into August, where I've had a little bit of time to sit with it. So if you see that video, that means that's how it was, and if that video isn't out by mid-August, you'll know that this was enough for me. But that's all I have right now, because I've told you a little bit about the journey, and now that journey for this month is over, because I fucking did it. And now I get to look towards the future. See you next time. Bye.